welcome to the Power Hour. Power Pro Wrestling on the air live from the studios of WMC TV 5. Corey, a big one coming up here today.
Boy, we've got a big one. We got so much of it. I think we better get ready for the opening bout. Opening action today. Six-man tag team action is the opening bout on the Power Hour today, huh?
Oh, yes, indeed. And the big Blastoff in the Dome, of course, was Tuesday night. Man, if you missed it, you missed
Huge
something.
Crowd down there. What an exciting night at the Coliseum this past Tuesday night. We had a good time.
We'll be talking more about that as we go along here today, too. Also, special highlights of the Lawler versus Kane main event. There was a bit of a controversial ending there. We'll be hearing from Jim Cornette, and Lawler is scheduled to be here to talk about it, too. It looks like it's going to be a good one, and to get things going here, we got a six-man tag team match coming up for you. In the ring right now, Tony Falk, the Yellow Jacket, and Swole. And going against them, headed this way right now, it's going to be Bobby Brawns, Lance Jade, and Ashley Hudson.
Looking forward to this one. Boy, I'm just losing everything all over here.
All right.
Can't wait for all of the action here today on the Power Hour. We're going to see the return of Too Sexy Brian Christopher. He's going to be here today in a huge main event today, Dave. Bill Superstar Dundee taking on the Birdman, Koko Beware.
That's exactly right. Got that big double main event coming up. Hey, I heard about sort of what happened with Brandon last week. I'll let you fill me in a little bit more on Brandon Baxter, but I'm not happy about what I've heard. Everybody in the TV station's been upset about it this week.
Yeah, I tell you, it really was disgusting what Baxter said, those comments he made out there last week on Power Pro Wrestling. We'll have more on that later on, yeah.
Aubrey Wayne, the referee, has called for the bell. Tony Falk is against Lance Jade as we're underway with a Power Hour here today.
Hey, Dave, next week coming up, we're going to be 7 p.m. in prime time. Power Pro Wrestling Rumble on the River next Saturday.
Man, I cannot wait. Prime time television for the Power Hour. That's big enough, but not only that, it's going to be live from Tom Lee Park, 7 to 8 o'clock. Make your plans. You're going to be joining us for Star Spangled Celebration, and I hope you are. I know 80 or 100,000 of you will be.
Yeah.
But don't forget to set those VCRs so you can see yourself later as you're watching Power Pro Wrestling down by the riverside.
7 p.m. right here on TV5.
And of course, the big, also the action continues 8 to 10 p.m. that evening live.
Right.
If you are unable to attend, fireworks and all of that. And Kool and the Gang featuring J.T. Taylor.
Yeah, that's right. Big night coming up next Saturday. Star Spangled Celebration, Tom Lee Park. Nice hip toss from Bobby Brawns. Hey, Dave, Power Pro Wrestling is hot, as we said. We had a big night Tuesday night at the Coliseum. We're going to have highlights of the Rock and Roll Express, Midnight Express match. Road Dogg, D-Generation X, and Brian Christopher's match as well.
Big win for Brian on that one.
Yeah.
And as we said last week, I think that one may have some implications for bookings in the WWF.
Oh, yeah,
and,
that's true.
Brian's got to be real happy about that victory. We'll see him later on today, too.
Yellow Jacket in against Bobby Brawns. Hey, get ready. Oxford, Mississippi tonight. Oxford, Power Pro Wrestling action is in Oxford tonight. For the first time, be there and be a part of history as Power Pro comes to Oxford right there tonight at the high school. Oh, look at that double clothesline.
Swole stays in there, picks up Bobby Brawns, whips him across the way, and clotheslines him again. He's flying across the ring.
Swole caught him down. They haven't made a tag as of yet, I don't think, Dave, on Ashley Hudson. Hudson's suffering an injury due to the Birdman, Koko Beware, actually.
Yeah, that was from the Blastoff in the Dome. Koko attacking Ashley, and he got that tag right there. Here he comes in. Let's see him go here today.
Here he comes now, yeah, and Ashley suffering from Koko Beware. Coco's got a huge mean streak on him. And Tuesday night down at the Coliseum, he just went nuts. We'll have more on that coming up a little later on today as well.
Yeah.
We've got all of them in there, Dave. Look at this. Hudson. Nice drop kick as he gets off his feet. There's Lance Jade pounding away on Tony Falk. And Ashley's up on the top rope. Swole turns around. Flying press. He hooks the leg. He got him. Oh, yeah. Good win for Lance Jade. Bobby Brawns, Ashley Hudson. Oh, but it doesn't stop here, Dave.
Ashley Hudson got the pin. Tony Falk is just thrown Lance Jade out of the ring here. The action continues. The match is over.
Yep.
Oh, look, now they're double teaming Ashley. Into the rope. Down to the mat he goes.
Hey, look out.
There's Spellbinder in there.
What in the world is he having? Look out!
What?
Got a bottle, man.
With a bottle, he breaks.
Oh, my
goodness. We saw him do that at the Blastoff at the Dome. He came in unannounced. What is he doing?
Oh, boy.
On Swole now with the...
That's ringing a bell.
He's got the referee.
Come on.
Bobby Brawl says, don't do the referee. He's got him by the throat, picks him up in the air. Wow. Goodness. What is going on with this guy?
Look at this. He's got Lance Jade now, Dave.
For 2 or 3 weeks now, he was very unhappy over his record. But I can't believe what the Spellbinder is doing here.
All of a sudden.
We're not scheduled for interview. We got other things going on here.
Yeah, we do.
You see those animals right there? If you or you ever call me the Spellbinder again, you're going to end up just like everybody in there.
Doesn't want to be the Spellbinder. What do we call it?
What in the world is that all about? The Spellbinder just walks out of here.
Let him get out of here. Let's take a look at some highlights from the... it was a magical night at the Mid-South Coliseum. It was a great time. We hope you'll be at the next one. Take a look at what happened at the Blastoff in the Dome. Highlights of Lawler versus Kane coming up, but I want to tell you, it's coming back to the Mid-South Coliseum. Power Pro Wrestling on July 21st.
That's right.
We'll tell you more about it as we go along.
Yeah,
here.
tickets go on sale July 6th. July 21, mark it down. We'll be ready. We got more to go, though.
A lot here. We'll be back with it in a moment. Don't you leave.
Dodge Caravan has always come with extra bonuses. And now Caravan comes with a few more, like low 1.9 financing, or choose $750 cash back, which means you could own America's best-selling minivan for as little as $17,370. Plus, select customers get a Dodge owner's bonus for an additional $1,000 cash back. Now that's a bonus you can bank on, but only for a limited time. See the friendly Dodge dealer near you.
Need a part fast? Dennis Hall's Auto Salvage has automobile parts inside 35,000 square feet of warehouse space. From engines to transmissions, sheet metal to front caps, steering columns, and replacement glass of all kinds. And if they don't have it, they're connected to over 4,000 other salvage yards by computer. They always say yes to your parts needs. Dennis Hall's Auto Salvage, 3100 Gill Road.
Hi, I'm Dennis Hall. For the fastest parts in town, come on down.
Know anyone with enough money? Me either. That's why you should call American National Mortgage first. Everyone has needs for some extra money. College for the kids, pay off all your bills. American National Mortgage can save you thousands of dollars in order for you to reach those goals. Know anyone with perfect credit? Me either. Your needs are special, and you want your mortgage company to understand that. American National Mortgage looks for every reason to loan you money. Know any reason not to call American National Mortgage? Me either. Call them today.
Before you get that new sport utility vehicle, know what you're getting into. Get into one that can comfortably seat 9 with all the comfort features. Get into one with the most cargo room. And get into one with the most towing power in its class. Get into Expedition, and you'll be getting into the #1 selling sport utility in its class. And now Expedition is even easier to get into with a $339 36-month lease. Ford Expedition. See your local Ford dealer today.
It's wild, it's woolly, it's Power Pro Wrestling on tour. Tonight, Power Pro Wrestling invades Oxford, Mississippi at the Lafayette County High School, 8 p.m. See the stars of Power Pro Wrestling, including Too Sexy Brian Christopher, the Birdman Coco Beware, Moondog Spot, and many more. Thursday night, July 2nd, Power Pro brings its superstars to the Lady Luck Casino Pavilion in Lula, Mississippi. See 500-pound Mabel, Moondog Spot, Brian Christopher, Billy Joe Travis, and many, many more. Power Pro Wrestling invades Blytheville Friday night, July 3rd. Bell time 8 p.m. at the National Guard Armory. And next Saturday, the 4th of July, Power Pro Wrestling will not be seen at its regular time. We'll be coming to you live in prime time. 7 p.m. from Tom Lee Park down on the river. Be a part of the WMC family of stations Star Spangled Celebration. Join 100,000 patriotic Memphians as we witness an action-packed hour of hard-hitting wrestling action live from the banks of the Mississippi. Coming Tuesday, July 7th, Power Pro Wrestling invades Boonville, Mississippi. July 8th, Greenville, Mississippi. Thursday, July 9th, back at the Lady Luck Casino. July 10th, Milan, Missouri. And Saturday night, July 11th, Power Pro Wrestling takes center stage in Mount Pleasant, Mississippi. Don't miss a moment of excitement when we come to a city near you. It's TV5 Power Pro Wrestling, the talk of the Mid-South.
Yeah, a couple of reminders. Blytheville, Arkansas, scheduled for the 3rd is going to be rescheduled so that there's more time to prepare for the big Rumble on the River on Saturday the 4th, next Saturday night.
And Milan, Tennessee is July 10th.
Yeah.
Milan, Tennessee.
Milan's in Tennessee and Gibson County. Here's Derrick King, Mr. Personalities here. Yeah. Well, all right.
How are you doing, Derrick? What in the world you want to know?
For 10 weeks, I have chased Jacqueline around this studio, and I feel like the biggest idiot today because let me tell you, Tony Falk was right. Women are the root of all evil, and I am sick and tired of being laid on like an idiot. Now, let me tell you, shut up while I'm talking over there. Anyway, today, I am getting my mind off women. My mind is going to be on winning the Young Guns title right here, right today. So get my opponent out here right now so I can win the title.
Your opponent is the Young Guns champion, Kid Wikkid. Mr. Personality's Derrick King, a little upset today.
Yeah, and I understand that. He lost a match to Jacqueline at the Mid-South Coliseum at the Blastoff in the Dome. And the stipulations on it, fans, was if he had won the match, Jackie said she would marry him, but he didn't win the match, so he's not going to get married.
Yeah, he's
Jackie, anyway.
Upset about it.
Yeah, well, he's had trouble focusing, maybe, on matches from time to time. He's had trouble with identity and all of that sort of thing. So maybe he is focused here today, but he's got his work cut out for him as Kid Wikkid The Young Guns champion is here.
There he is.
Hold on, Dave. Did I get this right? Did Derrick King just come out of here and say he was completely through with women?
What he said?
Derrick, I'm a little bit worried about you. I'm just a little bit worried.
What he said was, instead of concentrating on women, he's going to concentrate on his career right now.
Young Guns title at stake right here today on the Power Hour. Kid Wikkid, the champion, defending against Mr. Personalities, Derrick King.
Kid Wikkid with an impressive winning streak here in Power Pro Wrestling. He won the Young Guns Championship, and he's been able to defend that thing. I tell you, he's been quite impressive. However, one reason he's been so impressive as far as win streak goes is things like that right there. He's taken several shortcuts regarding the rules. Derrick King not off to a very good start for someone with a new focus on their career. Whoa! He sets, he swings, he misses. Kid Wikkid down on the mat. Neither wrestler able to gain an advantage on that. Into the ropes, Kid Wikkid, and Derrick King dumps him over the back.
Nice backdrop. Still to come today on Power Pro Wrestling. Got Bill Superstar Dundee and the Birdman, Coco Beware. We're going to hear words from Jerry the King Lawler as well.
Scheduled to be here to talk about that controversial ending of the match with Kane at the Blastoff at the Dome last week. Kane, of course, accompanied to the ring by Jimmy Cornette. Paul Bearer was scheduled to be there, but was injured the night before on Brawl. And was unable to make it, so Cornette stepped in. We'll hear more about that. There's a count of two by Derrick King.
What a move, Dave. He caught him right in midair and took Kid Wikkid. He pounded him down into the mat with that move. What a nice move.
Don't forget next week, the Rumble on the River. Power Pro Wrestling continuing to plow new ground. Never before in prime time, but it's going to happen next week. Live, 7 p.m. from Tom Lee Park. Power Pro Wrestling will be coming to you live from the Star Spangled Celebration. Just a part of the huge evening's entertainment down at Tom Lee Park, presented by the WMC station.
Yeah, I understand there's going to be a car giveaway and all sorts of things down the river next week.
You don't want to miss it, let me tell you. If you can't be there, be sure to be watching TV5 all night long, because we're going to be bringing it to you. First time that's ever happened before either. We've shown portions of the fireworks before during our newscast and shortly after.
Yeah.
But Action News 5, we'll have some folks down there, and it's going to be a big evening. Looking forward to it. A week from tonight, Saturday night, July 4th. What a way to celebrate our nation's birthday.
What a way. 7 p.m. next Saturday night. Look at this. What flexes him right off that top rope, boy. Derrick King, look at this. He's getting that boot set. Kid Wikkid gets on his feet. He misses with the super kick. Comes back and catches him with it. He's got a pin. 1, 2, and...
he broke the cover at the 2 count.
Up on the apron now is Kid Wikkid's valet. And she's calling Derrick over. What is she doing? Oh, what is this about? Oh, that's what it's about.
Oh, distraction. That's what it's about.
Oh, my goodness. 1, 2, 3. And Kid Wikkid retains the Young Guns title, Dave.
Kid Wikkid couldn't follow his own directive there, and he was distracted by Kid Wikkid's valet over in the corner, and it may have cost him that match, because it looked like he had a chance at least to get a 3 count on Kid Wikkid and get the victory, but it did not happen.
I know it. Hey, you weren't here last week, buddy, and glad to have you back on the Power Hour. But last week, Brandon Baxter got under my skin. It doesn't take but a little bit of his gravy to go all over my plate anyway. Take a look at what happened.
I was here. I was at a weather conference, but I heard about it, and I want to just see for myself.
Take a look.
Let's take a look together.
You know, you would think that these people, this big television station, would have a clue. You would think Power Pro Wrestling would have a clue. Instead of putting Mr. Ratings, the female fantasy Brandon Baxter, on television, they run some commercial for what? The celebration on the river, the Star Spangled Celebration? I could care less about the Star Spangled Celebration, the little kids, the fireworks. Nobody cares about that. They want to see Brandon Baxter. They want to see the female fantasy. The 4th of July is just another miserable day. Is there a flag in here? Is there a flag in here anywhere? If there was a flag in here, I'd pull it right off the wall. I'd hold it out like this. I'd spit in it. I'd wad it up in a ball.
Brandon, that's enough. That's enough.
And I'd light it on fire.
No, we're not going to have that here. I promise you that. that. That won't happen in this television. You got it. Well,
I am not going to leave.
We'll just get some security.
Oh, what are you going to do? Take me off the air?
Yeah, well, we're going to take everything.
I'm going to burn them.
Hey, Creighton.
Get the security out here. Who? Some fan.
Hey, no, it's not a fan. I'll tell you who he is. This is Creighton Armour. He's the director of operations for this television station. One of the senior executives. That's who he is.
First of all, we do not appreciate you coming out to this television station trying to tell us how to program this television station.
Yeah, Randy,
no problem with that, and I got a problem with you.
Hey, you got a problem with what?
Get him out of here, Randy.
Hey, I'm sorry about this, right? You shut up. You don't come out bad about this television station, and you don't tell us how to operate this television station. You don't talk about the Star Spangled celebration. There are thousands of fans out here who appreciate what this television station does, and I don't like it. I got friends who didn't come back, and for you to come out here and badmouth this television station and the flag and Memphis and the fans, I got a problem with it. We're going to move wrestling down on the river, down to the Star Spangled Celebration, 7 o'clock. And it's going to be 100,000 American flags waving in front of you to see you go down, buddy.
Well, yeah, that's how it all happened, and that Creighton came out highly upset. But we moved Power Pro next week, 7 o'clock to Rumble on the River, and that's what caused it, Dave.
That's why we're down there. I'm looking forward to it, and Brandon Baxter may find out he's in some kind of trouble. Let me tell you about it. I have just never heard so much talk in this television station about last week. He has everybody here upset. I've known Creighton for years and years. He's been one of my best friends in this building for a long, long time. I've never seen him that upset here before. And here's the reason right here, Brandon Baxter. I tell you what, let me talk to him. If you don't, let me talk to this kid here. All right, but we just saw that videotape. I can't believe you would come out here and do that sort of thing. I have no more respect for this station.
Why don't you shut your mouth? Week after week, I've come out here.
That's right.
And people didn't seem to listen to me. But last week, it seems like I got a little bit of attention. It seems like I got everybody in Memphis and everybody in WMC TV5 listening to me.
You do.
So, what I'm going to do today is the same thing I did last week. I'm going to talk a little slower. I'm going to be more to the point. I'm going to be real direct. You see, from day one, Randy Hales has hated my stinking guts. You've hated me, and TV5 has hated my stinking guts.
Well, when you do things like last week...
So what Randy Hales does, he brings in Double J Jeff Jarrett to the Mid-South Coliseum this past Tuesday night, and he hits me with the guitar. You see the cut on the forehead. He gives me a severe concussion, but that's all fine and dandy because I'm back here today, and I'm back and better than ever.
Well, I tell you what we're going to do.
Let me ask you something. This is something that puzzles me, Dave. This is a multi-million-dollar television station, correct?
Correct.
Then why do the people at TV5 not understand that these people want to see Mr. Ratings, the female fantasy, Brandon Baxter?
Well, I tell you, because ratings are important in this business. Very, very important. But that's not all that's important. There are more things that are important, like honor, like respect for the flag, like all of that sort of thing. That's important, too.
You shut your mouth. Respect and honor are real important. I'm telling you this, Dave Brown. These people better shut up. Respect and honor may be real important, but Brandon Baxter is the man that gets the ratings. I should be all over this television station, and you people at TV5 just don't understand it. Creighton Armour came out here last week, and he tried to censor me. Why? This is America, right? And you people want to celebrate, but he tries to censor me because I'm telling everybody how I feel.
Well, yeah, he did censor you, and it's a good thing, and I'm going to censor you right now, and I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. He's already told you Power Pro Wrestling has been moved next week. It's not going to be at this time next week. It's going to be at prime time, 7 o'clock from Tom Lee Park, the Rumble on the River. And as the highlight of the Rumble on the River, you're under contract. You're under contract to Power Pro Wrestling. Here's what you're going to do. You are going to stand here in front of 60, 80, 100,000 people live at the river and all the thousands of people watching on television. And you, Brandon Baxter, are going to pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America right there live next week. Yes, you are.
No, I'm not, Dave. You see, the reason you're saying this is because you want to make me mad. You want me to yell, you want me to scream, and you want my face to turn red and the veins to pop out of my head and neck. But I'm not going to satisfy you with that, Dave. I told you last week that there's a flag, and if I found a flag, I was going to hold it up, I was going to spit in it, wad it in the ball, and light it on fire.
You're not going to do that here.
I'm going to get my crew together, and in just a little bit, I'm going to do just that. that flag is going to be set on fire here today.
It is not going to be set on fire. You're not going to touch. You're not going to have any. We're going to take a break. He's not going to do that. I'm telling you.
Move over to F-150 with 1-9 financing. Move over to the legendary toughness that comes only in the Ford F-150. Just announced. Get 1.9% financing on all 1998 Ford F-150s. 1.9 saves you hundreds in monthly payments. F-150, 1.9 financing. Now at your local Ford dealer.
Hello, Lisa. I heard about your new kitchen, and it's beautiful. Who did the work? Well, New Prime of Memphis. You know, I had a company to do work on my bathroom for over 2 months and still aren't finished. They work a while and they disappear for a few days. You should have tried New Prime. They worked here every day until they were finished. They remodeled my bathroom. They did Fred's siding, roof replacement windows, and my dad's room addition. They even consolidated my bills and made it affordable. I wish I had called New Prime. I trust New Prime.
Call a company you can trust. New Prime of Memphis.
It's the Isuzu Go Farther Getaway. Right now, drive a 98 Isuzu Rodeo and pay just $199 a month from your Memphis Isuzu dealer.
Gator Bag. American Fireworks. On Old Highway 78 has the Gator Bag for half price. Where are you going to get me? Take Lamar South. Turn left on Old Highway 78.
It's the dog days of summer.
And Watson's is the place for pools.
Complete 24-foot pool package is only $9.99.
Patio furniture.
That's Watson's.
Country Ford in South Haven says move it on over to a new Ranger or Taurus. 0.9% for 48 months could save you thousands in finance charges on all new Rangers and Tauruses at Country Ford in South Haven. Or get factory rebates up to $1,250.
Dogs moving in.
Country Ford at Goodman Road and I-55, South Haven.
Power Pro Wrestling at the Mid-South Coliseum last Tuesday night, and figured you wanted it back because it was such a successful night, and what a great night it was. July 21, next time at the Coliseum.
Tickets on sale July 6th at the Coliseum. All Ticketmaster outlets. Get yours early because I tell you, ringside and all down low was sold out early for the Blastoff of the Known, so pick up those tickets early. Take a look.
Get them in advance.
Main event, huh?
Yeah, Lawler versus Kane. Take a look at the highlights from that one this past Tuesday night at the Coliseum. Due to what happened beyond that point, we just don't want to show it on television.
Yeah.
And
no way we can show that. But Jim Cornette led Kane to the ring, and he had some words after that match Tuesday night from the Coliseum. Here's Cornette.
What kind of animal? What kind of animal would do this when I first hit the Memphis city limits? The people told me, they said, the King ain't going to go down in Memphis, Tennessee. Jerry the King Lawler is not going to lose in Memphis, Tennessee, but I didn't know to what lengths he would stoop. Lawler, You got in that ring against the giant, against the monster, and you couldn't find the chink in the armor. You couldn't find the Achilles heel. So what did you do? When all those thousands of your subjects had come from every part of Memphis and all the surrounding areas, and they were standing on their feet, and they were cheering you on, and you knew you were about to lose, you resorted to the most vile act that I've ever seen one human being perpetrate on another. You know this man was disfigured in a fire. You know that he lost the sight of one eye in a fire. He's blind in one eye. That means he can only see out of the other. And you... somehow that fire-making apparatus that you always carry around, that didn't work. So what did you do? You took a common, ordinary lighter. You flicked it, and with that flame turned up all the way, you stuck it into that man's good eye and tried to put it out. Well, he nearly lost his sight forever, Lawler, but not quite. You didn't quite get the job done. But you've got to look at yourself in the mirror, Jade Lawler, and you've got to ask yourself, what kind of animal are you? And I think that everybody, from Randy Hales, Memphis Power Pro Wrestling, all the way to every governing body that professional wrestling has, should ban you, Jerry Lawler, ban you from ever participating in another heinous act like this, by banning you from the ring forever. Look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, Lawler, what have I become? What have I turned into? What kind of animal would do this to another human being?
Well, we hope to have Jerry Lawler right here to respond, but he has not arrived yet. We still hope to hear from him later on in the program today.
I don't know. Maybe he'll be here. Too sexy, Brian Christopher, Mabel, when we come back on the Power Hour.
Stay with us.
I'm in the market for a new car, a car that is dependable and safe, with extras like a CD player and power everything. But I don't have a lot of money, and I don't know where to start.
I can sell you a new car for just $3,000 down.
I can get you one for $2,000.
$1,500. $1,000. I bid $750.
$500.
I can put you in a brand new Kia loaded with extras for nothing down.
Nothing down?
Zero. Nada. Zilch.
I'm sold on Automart Kia.
Attention Memphis and around the world.
The newest flavor from the Mid-South has finally arrived. Finally arrived. That's right. Entertainment proudly presents RNO
and their new hit single,
Hustlers, taken from the album The First Coming. Hustlers is hot, it's fat, it's bumpy, it's full of flavor.
and it's in stores now.
So check it out from Entertainment. Hustlers.
Hi, I'm Jim Palmer. The Money Store is so sure they have the best home loan under the sun, they guarantee it. It's the 90-day no-pay. The loan that lets you refinance your home, lower your monthly payments, and take a break from your mortgage for 3 months. That's right, lower payments and no mortgage for 3 months. If you find a better deal anywhere in America, we'll refund your money, guaranteed. But hurry, this offer ends soon. Call 1-800-LOAN-YES and ask for the 90-day no-pay, only at the Money Store.
Move over to savings at your Ford dealer's big-time sales event. It's the biggest savings of the year on your favorite Ford. Just announced at 0.9 financing for 48 months on Escort, CX2, Contour, and Taurus. 0.9 can save you hundreds, and your local Ford dealer wants your business now. Move it on over for the savings of the year at your local Ford dealer's big-time sales event.
Hey, here we go on the Power Hour, Power Pro Wrestling. Got tag team action coming up in the big main event. Birdman, Koko, Beware taking on Bill Superstar, Dundee coming up. Tag team action coming up right now on the Power Hour. We're going to see the Too Sexy Man, Brian Christopher, and he's got Big Mabel here with him today on the Power Hour. Their opponents today are going to be, look at this, BJ Awesome and Master B, Mabel. Strutting into the studios of TV5 as we're live on the Power Hour. What do we say, guys?
What about it, Corey? I'm excited to be back. I'm excited because I got my big man right here.
He's right
King
here.
Mabel.
Hey,
All 500.
Mabel, congratulations on a big win down at the Coliseum this past Tuesday night.
Well, it's another hot day in Memphis, Tennessee, and a hot feud is brewing too. Me versus BJ or B.A. Awesome. I'm going to be in your face from now on, so bring it on out here, partner.
Hey, I congratulated Mabel O'Brien. What a big win for you over one half of the WWF Tag Team Champions, D-Generation X's Road Dogg. Big win for you down there Tuesday night.
That's right. Thank you, Corey.
Congratulations.
You know, one of the reasons I got that victory is not because how sexy I am. It's not because what a great wrestler I am. It's because that match was right there in Memphis, Tennessee, my hometown, with all my fans right up there in the stands. Because I cannot be beat, Corey Macklin, in Memphis, Tennessee. And that's why right now, I'm issuing a challenge. I'm issuing a challenge to one of the top dogs up there in the WWF, the Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion, The Rock, Rocky Maivia. It's been a while since I've had a strap around my waist. And right now, I want the world to know, Rocky Maivia, I want that belt you got, but I want that match in Memphis, Tennessee. So if you got the guts, accept my challenge right there at the Mid-South Coliseum. I want your belt, boy.
Too Sexy Brian Christopher and Mabel and Brian Dave issuing a big challenge to The Rock, Rocky Maivia, to come to Memphis in the Coliseum.
Hey, an Intercontinental Intercontinental Championship match here. That would be great. Hey, maybe we get that for the 21st of July.
Oh, that would be super, wouldn't it?
Whoa, I bet Randy will be working on that first, probably this afternoon. He'll go to work on it. Well, BJ Awesome and Master B are here.
Hey, we're going to whoop that one so bad, when I get through with him, he ain't going to be running the King Mabel.
Oh, boy.
Master B.
Goodness.
And he's got BJ Awesome with him. What a huge tag team match coming up next here on the Power Hour. Looking forward to this one. And hey, I understand Dave Lawler hadn't made it yet.
No, he wasn't here just before we went to the last break. Well, we still hope to, maybe he'll make it before we go off the air here. Well, anyway, let's talk about this match right here. Let me tell you first, that Lawler-Kane match, things were not going all that well for Lawler at one point in the match. And the reason we had to censor it is because something happened there that just wasn't appropriate to show on TV. It wasn't appropriate, I don't think, for Lawler to do it at all. And that's why Cornette was so upset. Now, I've seen Cornette upset about a lot of things in the past, but maybe he had a reason this time. I don't know.
Look at Master B in the ring, Dave, doing a little strut and said he's big head bouncing, and oh, my goodness.
Don't forget, next week we will not be on at 11 o'clock. Now, we'll be returning the following week to our regular time.
Yep.
But next week we are going to be live in prime time. Power Pro Wrestling, 7 o'clock, 7 p.m. next Saturday night, July 4th, live from Tom Lee Park. Going to have the ring, going to have the bleachers, going to have everything there. We hope you will be there, and if you can't be there, we certainly hope you'll be watching all evening right here on TV5. Power Pro live. It's the Rumble on the River.
Big drop kick from Too Sexy Brian Christopher, and Master B's over in the corner. Look at Brian now with a little shake, rattle, and roll in the middle. Oh! He misses him as he went to try to stop Brian from his little strut in there. Hey, you talked about the Rumble on the River next Saturday night, Dave, 7 o'clock until 8, right here on TV5, and you mentioned 70. Made me think about the weather. Well, I think we can take these neckties off next week. Man.
Hey, yeah, no, we can be a little comfortable. We may show up in blue jeans and a golf shirt or something. Yeah. But I tell you what, it's going to be hot. It's going to be hot action on the river next week, too. Don't you dare miss the Rumble on the River. Can't wait for it.
Boy, there's so much history being made here in Memphis with Power Pro Wrestling. And history will be made again next Saturday night.
Don't forget, coming up here still, we've got a double main event, including... Whoa!
Double clothesline, speaking of double, Dave. He took BJ Awesome and Master B out of there, out on the floor.
They're both out of that ring.
Yeah.
I was going to say, coming up, part of the double main event, Coco Beware will be going against the superstar, Bill Dundee. What's going on, said BJ Awesome? Well, He ought to know his former tag team partner.
Yeah.
King Mabel. Went after it.
Big Mabel, boy, comes in at 566 pounds. Now, that's probably...
Probably light.
Yeah, probably light. Probably through the week, I was going to say. On the weekend, so tell me what this guy weighs. Boy, he is huge. B.J. Austin just pounding away at Mabel. And Big Mabel whips him into the rope. Takes him down as he stops there. Whoa! What's to drop that big elbow and missed him.
Awesome at move.
Christopher's got Master B. He catches Master B. Comes over the top with that super kick. Right to the back of the head of Master B. Master B's already missing some teeth in there.
Yeah.
And I don't know what else he'll be missing after Christopher gets through with it.
Yeah, because Brian is one happy camper here today, let me tell you, after a big victory over the Road Dogg at the Blastoff.
Yeah.
Look at this. Mabel standing on
Wow.
B.J. Awesome over there.
Oh,
meanwhile, Master B
stops him.
Yeah.
Right in the middle of the ring. Want to remind the fans about Power Pro on tour tonight. Oxford, Mississippi at the high school there in Oxford. Get ready. Whoa! Oh. From behind! Mabel squashes Master B and B.J. also.
He just pressed them both against the turnbuckle. Super kick by Brian Christopher. 1, 2,
they got it. Cut off the lights. The party's over. Too sexy Brian Christopher. Mabel, what a team they make that.
Oh, man. Brian leaps out of the ring in celebration of the victory here today on Power Pro Wrestling. Still no Jerry Lawler, but I understand a courier's delivered a tape. More on that in just a moment.
There's something big going on right now.
Let's go to Suzuki. We got competition in half. Hey!
Well, I was sort of expecting Jerry Lawler to be here, but I understand he hasn't made it. Randy Hales is here. Randy, I understand he sent a videotape in?
Yes, he was scheduled to be here today. I faxed him and told him he was here. We got a courier over with the interview. I didn't have time to preview it. If we could all watch it right now and see what he has to say.
Okay.
I want to take this opportunity to do something that I haven't had to do too many times in my career, and that's apologize to the wrestling fans of Memphis, Tennessee. I want to say I'm sorry to my hometown wrestling fans just because I just didn't get the job done last Tuesday night. Here it was, the main event of the inaugural show of Memphis Power Pro Wrestling. Kane comes all the way in from the World Wrestling Federation to do not only Paul Bearer's dirty work, but to help Randy Hales out, try to get rid of the King. Boy, for 3 or 4 weeks I came out here and crowed about how I really earned the title of the King. I didn't just go out and buy some crown somewhere. I told everybody exactly how much trouble Kane was going to be in when he stepped in my backyard. Well, that didn't come off. Because when it got right down to it, I knew what it was going to take to get rid of Kane. I knew I had to come out with the fire. I knew that that was the one thing that Kane feared. And when it was time for the fire, the magic malfunctioned. I just didn't get the job done. Then I resorted to something that I don't even want to talk about, except for the fact to say that I'm ashamed that I did it. So I've been thinking about that match a lot since last week, and maybe Randy Hales is right. Maybe a lot of people are right. Maybe the King just can't get it done in Power Pro Wrestling right now. And so I think what I'll do is probably stick to announcing in the World Wrestling Federation. If they want me to wrestle there, I may try that a time or two. But for right now, Randy Hales, Memphis Power Pro Wrestling is your baby. And you don't have the King to kick around anymore, so I want to wish you all the luck in the world. And I want to once again say to the fans of Memphis, Tennessee, that I apologize for my performance last Tuesday night at the Mid-South Coliseum. Thank you.
Well, he didn't come right out and say it, but he almost said he was retiring from Power Pro here.
You know, I didn't preview that. That's exactly what he did say. You know, this is 1998, Dave, and things change. And apparently, it has changed, and you heard it from Jerry Lawler.
And now I'm in shock.
It's a new day. It's a new day.
I guess so. Okay. Thanks, Randy.
With that happening, though, I have to, make decisions and...
We'll talk more. The announcement from Lawler. He didn't come right out and say it, Corey, but didn't you gather from that he's through? Here comes superstar Bill Dundee and Samantha headed over this way. Bill, of course, with a big match coming up we've been telling you about with Koko Beware.
All right.
And before the match, a word or two. Did you happen to see that interview there?
Yeah, and before I get into the words of that, I'd just like to tell everybody where I'm going to be on tour. Friday the 3rd, we're going to be in Corinth, Mississippi. Then we're going to go over to where we're going, Boonville on the 7th. Then we're going to be at Greenville on the Wednesday. That would be the 8th, right? Then we're going to be at Lady Luck's, would be the 9th. Then Milan, Tennessee, the Superstars' hometown, the 10th. So you all know where we're going to be. Friday the 10th of July, that's in Milan. Now, Lawler, come on, man. I watched the tape. You wasn't doing too bad the part I was watching. I watched the whole match. No, Kane's big and he bad, but he ain't that bad. You're still walking. He came in here to say he was going to kill the king, right? Or what's his name? A little fat guy that manages him.
Paul Bearer, yeah.
Paul Bearer manages him. Said he's going to take the king out for what they said about the Undertaker's mother. Never happened. Lawler looked fine to me. Don't quit, brother. You've been the king a long time around here, and I've been the superstar a long time around here. So without Lawler and Dundee, there ain't no Power Pro Wrestling, man. Come on, don't quit. We got that right? Now, the other thing, don't we have a tape of Coco Ware being big and bad?
And I want to tell you, this was from Blastoff in the Dome last week, too. And, Bill, I didn't even know this had happened until well after it happened.
Right.
I mean, you guys were all over the Coliseum on the stage and all of that. But this is video from the dressing room,
I'll explain that after you watch the video.
Let's take a look. Bill and Koko Beware. Boy, I tell you, that was just part of it.
I'll tell you why it was part of it. Coco, we were all in the 10-man tag. Anything happens. Ashley Hudson got bumped onto the floor. Coco goes out and brain busts him or bird busts him. That's all right. That's dangerous enough. But when he was laying in the back, Coco saw him laying down in the back, and he went out and he kicked him when he was down. And I saw that happen, so I just went back looking for Coco. Coco, that man's an Australian just like I am, and I stick up for Australians just like y'all do here in America. And you have a mean streak a mile long, brother. I didn't like you a few years ago, and I don't really care for him now.
Koko Beware out from behind the curtain with a chair. Hey, put the bird buster on Dundee right here on the concrete floor. Look out. Koko Beware. Attack. Well.
Let's get to, can we get to
hey, now, come on.
Come on, Coco.
Throwing the chair down on the leg of Bill Dundee.
Jerry Lawler done quit. Bill Dundee, you done left the building, baby. Coco's all over. You got a new king. You got a new person around here.
You're not the king. Yeah, you're not the king.
You understand?
Especially doing stuff like that. Hey.
Lady, you and I really deserve a vacation. But where are we going to go?
It's about good and evil. It's Rumble on the River, when the good take on the bad, for honor, for country, standing tall for America, the #1 nation on the planet. Live from Tom Lee Park and live on TV5, Saturday, July 4th, 7 p.m., only on WNC TV5.
Well, due to the announcement that Jerry Lawler made just a few minutes ago, Randy Hales has just told me, Corey, that at the Rumble on the River next week, 7 o'clock next week, that Power Pro Wrestling, Coco, we've had enough of you. We're making an announcement. You get it. Bill Dundee, you've already hurt him, Coco, for heaven's sake. Looks like he's not going to be able to go. That's Ashley Hudson. Get in the ring.
Busted him down on the concrete floor, Coco.
What I was trying to say, Randy has told me that due to the announcement that Jerry Lawler has made just moments ago, Power Pro Wrestling will name a new king of Power Pro Wrestling next week at the Rumble on the River. New king named next week at the Rumble on the River due to the announcement that Lawler made just minutes ago right here.
My mouth's wide open. I'm completely in shock, Dave. I'm in shock with the announcement from Lawler. What a surprise.
And two, the tape arrives. We thought he was going to be here, but he sends in the video instead and says that he is going to concentrate on his announcing career and maybe a little wrestling with WWF. But as far as Power Pro has gone, he and Randy have, you know, kind of had some problems the last couple of weeks anyway.
Yeah, they have.
He said, Randy, it's all yours. It's all yours. Wow.
Look at Coco away. He's got Ashley Hudson. Puts that bird buster on him right in the middle of the ring. 1 count, 2 and 3. And the Birdman, Coco Beware, with a win over Ashley Hudson. As we said last Tuesday night at the Coliseum, Coco just went nuts down there. And look at him now. He just continues.
Well, as Dundee said earlier, he went after Ashley Hudson, not only out in the arena, but back in the dressing room. Brandon Baxter.
What do you want, Baxter? Come on down here.
Nothing. Hey, I don't know what you got all your guys out here for, but I tell you what.
Hey, look, let me tell you.
No, not going to have that. Just put the flag down.
Baxter, you're not going to do this stuff out here.
Just put the flag down.
Hey, let's go ahead.
Put the flag down.
You guys leave this flag alone. Here we go.
Hey, go. What are you doing out here? What are you doing out here?
Exactly right. Straighten armor out here.
I told you I was going to burn the flag and I'm going to do it. Take them out of your business. You give me that flag. You give me the flag right now because I'm going to light it on fire. Don't put your hands on me. Don't put your hands on me, Dave. You give me the flag. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get all these flags out of here. Give me that flag.
Randy Hales back with me.
Dave, just want everybody to say this is a crazy show today. Excitement today. Rumble on the River at 7 o'clock.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Jerry Lawler has called the booth and says if you name a new king next week, it'll be the biggest mistake you ever made. That's the message from Jerry Lawler.
You said he was finished.
I know. That's what he said. Next week.